Hey guys, welcome back. Today in day 5, part 4, we will talking about control transfer statement from control flow. Okay, let's start our playground. I already made that and it's ready to go. And so also let me run it. Yeah, it's ready to continue. Okay, and so I'll go to document as usual. We will go to swift.org, language guide, and control flow. And from control flow, control transfer statement. Control transfer statements change the order in which your code is executed by transferring control from one piece of code to another. Swift has 5 control transfer statements. Make sure to know them. That could be one interview question. We will go over all of them one by one today, actually in this part. Okay, so continue, break, fall through, return, and true. We spoke about them already, but I'll go for more detail. So the continue, break, and fall through statements are described below. Their return statement is described in functions. So when we go in day 6 in functions, we will talk about the return, and the true statement is described in propagating error using true functions. So let me go here and see in which main subject it is. So yeah, it is in error handling. So in error handling, we will talk about this in propagating errors using truing function. Okay, and yeah, so let's start from continue. So I'll go to here and say, okay, let's start from continue. So for continue, the continue statements tells a loop to stop what it's doing and start again at the beginning of the next iteration through the loop. It say, I'm done with the current loop iteration without leaving the loop altogether. The following example could be sample for you. So yeah, let me copy this to our playground and run it out. So here you will see that get this string, and then puzzle output gonna be this. At the end we're gonna print puzzle output. So we will say character to remove. These are characters to remove. So character in puzzle input, which is this one. Character by character. If it's contained, we will continue. So we do not copy actually. Other than that, we're gonna append it. So here you will see we cut all of this and output will be this, which is this text without these characters. Yeah, here see. So you will see if you find continue, don't do anything, do not append, so jump to the next iteration. So this is for continue. The code above, yeah, and the other one, break. So the break statement and execution of an entire control flow statement immediately. So execution finished immediately, ended immediately. The break statement can be using inside switch or loop statement when you want to terminate the execution of the switch or loop statement earlier than would otherwise be the case. Okay, so break in loop statements. Okay, so for loop and break gonna be so in loop when used inside loop statement, break ends the loop execution immediately and transfer control to the code after the loop, closing breaks, no further code from the current iteration of the loop is executed, and no further iteration of the loop are started. And the other one, break in switch statement. So for switch, when use inside switch statement, break cause the switch statement to end its execution immediately and to transfer code to the code after switch statement closing brace. Yeah. So this is behavior that we will see from break. A switch case that contain only comments in reported of as a compile error. Comments are not statements and do not cause a switch case to be ignored. Always use a break statement to ignore switch cases. So it says that in switch cases, if we leave it comments, doesn't mean that we will get runtime error. Instead of comment, we need to put a break. Means that this case go out. Okay, the following example of character value determine whether it represents a number symbol in one of the 4 language. And here you go. So let's try this out. Yeah, so you will see. It says character gonna be this Chinese symbol for the numbers. So if it's this one, possible 1. This one 2, 3, 4. Otherwise, default gonna be break, do nothing. So if the iterate inter value possible value, then let's print integer value of this guy is this, and print an integer could not be found. And here you go. So this is how you will see break is working. In other languages, usually we had to put break in any case at the end of any case, but this one we don't go fall through, so we can put it everywhere. Okay, so let's go to talking about fall through. So in Swift, switch statement don't fall through the bottom of each case. So, and into the next one, so that is the entire switch statement completes its execution as soon as the first matching case is completed. By contrast, C requires you to insert an explicit break statement at the end of every switch cases. But in Swift, we don't need that because it's already added of the end, any case that is the case that is actually the first one, that is our case, gonna go out to after switch. So here you can see. And if we want to go to the next one, we can use fall through, and here we use that. So here you see number 5, describe the number, switch. Okay, in case of being this, which is this one. So describe plus a prime number, and also, yeah. And go describe. So fall through means go to the default and run default. So an integer will be added to it. Yeah. Here you go. And so the other one, actually let this one read this one. The fall through keyword does not check the case condition for the switch case that is causes execution to fall into. The fall through keyword simply causes code execution to move directly to the statement inside the next case or default case block, and as in C's standard switch statement behavior. So fall through actually doing the same. Okay, now we're done with all of the main ones. Of course, we have return and we have return and true to talk about, but we will talk about them somewhere else. Actually, those where that I mentioned. So label statements. Label statements. Actually, it's important subject. So in Swift, you can nest loops and condition statement inside other loops and condition statements, or create complex control flow structure. So then we will get confused. Okay, so this break is for which one? Is it for if when they are nested, it's for statement, this is for loop, it's for our switch cases or what? So with label we can fix it. So for example, for while we can add label like this. Okay, and here you'll see, for our game we can use it, and here you go. So here we make our table, actually our game structure, and then here you will see for a while we get game loop, and here when we say break, we say break what? Game loop. If we don't, it's gonna break this case, switch case, but now it's gonna break while. Okay, and then here continue game loop. So for this way, gonna continue. Yeah, so it is how it works. So you will see how a label can help you to control follow of the flow of your codes. If the break statement above did not use the game loop label, it would break out of the switch statement, as I said. So if you don't have a label, then it's gonna go break from the closest block. Using the game loop label make it clear which control statement should be terminated. It is not strictly necessary to use the game loop label when calling continue game loop to jump to the next iteration of the loop. This is only one loop in the game, and therefore no ambiguity as to which loop the continue statement will affect. However, there is no harm to using the game loop label with the continue statement. Doing so is consistent with the label used alongside the break statement and help make the game logic clear to read and understand. Okay, so early exits. It's another subject. Excuse me. So we can use guard. A guard statement like an if statement, execution statement, depending on the Boolean value of an expression. You use guard statement to require that a condition must be true in order for the code after the guard statement to be executed. Unlike an if statement, a guard statement always has the else clause. So the code inside the else clause executed if the condition is not true. Here you go. We can see one example. Okay, let me run this and then we'll talk about it. Water. Okay, so here you will see that function. Here at the beginning of the function we use guard. We say okay, name, if name could be equal person name, because this could be optional. So if it was true and we got not nil for name, pick up that name and continue with that. Other than that, return. This is early return. Okay, So for the next part, we will go over checking APR, which is the last part of today. Yes, that's it for today. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please make sure to give it thumbs up, and also don't forget to be subscribed for more videos which are coming every day. If you have any question, please ask in comment below, and I wish the best for you. Have a good one. Bye bye.